All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, what an interesting day, to say the least. You are going to see a few things that will baffle your mind, just as it baffled my mind. Um, yeah, oh my word. I want you to look at something with me, okay? Um, so we know that we tend to see GBP USD and gold push up in the same type of way. Not always, but they do push up in the same type of way. If we have an immediately upwards push on GBP USD, we expect an immediately upwards push on gold. Um, I mean, I quickly just want to show you something. Wait, let's first start here. Okay, so I'm already out of the GBP JPY trade over here. This is where it closed. I think just yeah, like with this week or something, just below the high of this week. That was where my stop loss was placed. Basically just at the high, well, these highs, that's less or more equal heights. Um, so yeah, my stop loss was placed just above this price level. And we actually pushed back upwards. Now, this is the thing. Look at how we reacted from the new week opening gap on GBP JPY. Okay, now you know new week opening gaps, we use them as support levels or as resistance levels. And this is the thing, when you look at gold, that's exactly one of the reasons why we looked at a trade on gold, is because of that new day opening gap reaction. So we had everything was in our favor. We had a beautiful reaction from the new day opening gap. Let me just move this to the right hand side. We had this beautiful engulfing candle from this reaction of the new day opening gap, and it aligned with a nice psychological level of 2910. Okay, so really beautiful reaction. And then what happened? Well, we pushed downwards. So first we used the new opening gap as a bit of support, and then we pushed down. And on GBP JPY, we actually used that new week opening gap as support. So yeah, this was still an A plus setup that I was looking at. So I'm still really proud of this trade, this analysis. My preparation was a 10 out of 10. I felt extremely comfortable with this trade. It's just one of those things where you know, it didn't play out, you know. So yeah, and then we pushed back down. We pushed below the psychological level of $2,900. And now we are pushing back towards that $2,900. I can only imagine that we will continue to push upwards from here on. And the really thing that's super ironic for me is the fact that since last week, what, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was like, I know we are pushing up on gold. I don't want to look for a trade because anything can happen. And when I finally feel ready, I'm going to look for a trade, and then it goes against me. Um, and that's so normal. I know it may sound super, super, super stupid, um, but you don't need to be hard on yourself because of a trade like this. Yes, I said I want to stay out on gold, but everything aligned perfectly over here. The fundamentals aligned, the technicals aligned. It's nothing that you can do. You will never be 100% correct within the markets. Because then I could have also looked for GBP JPY buy when we reacted off of the new week opening gap like this early this morning. And we actually got a beautiful clean move to the upper side. And now we are again at this low volume area. And the 200 exponential moving average actually caught up. But if I go on the 1 hour chart, I just quickly want to show you something. We are still quite a distance away from the 200 exponential moving average. And I think the 30-minute chart will also be quite interesting. Look at that. So am I going to look for another sell on GBP JPY? Most definitely. If I can get a beautiful reaction off on the 200 exponential moving average and this low volume area, I'll definitely look for another trade on GBP JPY. Okay, and you will probably be asking me, but Luan, when do you know which time frame to use the reactions upon? If I see a nice reaction off of the 30-minute chart and I see a 30-minute reaction, then I'll be looking at this trade. If I'm not seeing a reaction off on the 15-minute time frame, then I won't be looking for this trade. So obviously that's why I have my fixed levels, like these low volume areas. They are fixed. They can't move anymore. They can't go up like this. So they can't repaint. Okay. So it's a true indication of where price would like to react. And a 200 exponential moving average, well, that's a leading indicator. That's not, oh, that's not a leading indicator. Oh my days, a lagging indicator. I almost forgot the word. That's a lagging indicator because it actually follows price. Price doesn't follow the moving average. So it follows price, but these levels, they don't follow price. They follow volume. And this volume is fixed because this is the volume that has been traded for the past, well, the previous week. So the volume can't change, these levels can't change, and that's why I'm just going up in a higher time frame to look for a Nice reaction off on a higher time frame. If we do have any other confirmations, okay, and we do have other confirmations, we are below the 200 exponential moving average on the 2 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, we are below the 200 exponential moving average on the 1 hour chart, and on the 2 hour chart, and on the 4 hour chart. So we are still if you look at it in a macro perspective, we are still in a bearish sentiment. Um, Hoping for support at 900 low. Solos blues through it. Yeah, I just spoke about gold. It's really, yeah, I mean, I could have used the same approach with this new week opening gap and exactly the same with the gold near the opening gap. So yeah, there's nothing, you will never be 100% correct in the markets. You can be as prepared as possible. Um, but if you are 100% correct in the markets, please come and educate me. I would really appreciate it because there will be a time. Well, if you're 100% correct, yeah, $60 move in a day, that's quite interesting, eh? And this is the downside. I felt extremely comfortable with the $30 move to the upper side this morning. Um, and then we just plummeted literally twice as much. So really interesting, and we are just disregarding this psychological level. But yeah, nonetheless, show me that you're 100% correct, okay, with your risk management in place. Then please come educate me. I won't mind. I don't care if my success ratio is at 60% or even 50%. The thing that's most important to me is just my risk management strategy and my risk management approach. So these don't bother me anymore. Exactly the same with the previous week's GBP USD trades. They don't bother me. So yeah, again, we wanted to see a reaction off on this low volume area on Euro JPY, but now we are just back at this high volume area instead. So we are currently back at this high volume area. And now I do expect the same type of price action on Euro JPY than that we saw on GBP JPY, because I'm feeling extremely comfortable with a sell on GBP JPY. So that's just a trade review on gold. Euro USD, I'm also really interested in looking at a trade on Euro USD. I would like to look for a sell, take the trade to the downside. If we can hold this reaction, if we can actually close on the below the 200 exponential moving average, this is a really decent reaction. I do like this. I do like this a lot. Mm, I love this reaction. I'm a big fan of this reaction. Like I'm a massive fan of this reaction. To look for the trade, take it to the lows of the current week. This is so beautiful. Okay, I'll get to this just after the session. Jumping to GBP USD, also seeing a reaction of the 200 exponential moving average on the 30-minute time frame. And we also almost went back in to the previous week's fair value area, which is also the high volume area. And just look at that beautiful reaction off on the 200 exponential moving average. If we can hold this up, this could be perfect. Obviously, we'll be above, if we could have pushed up a little bit more, this would have been perfect on GBP USD as well. Yeah, I'm in awe of this. Just quickly hold on for me. Um, I'm gonna wait for this 1 minute, this next 90 seconds to go past. I'm gonna look for the trade to the downside on Euro USD. Just need to open a few of my things. Um, so yeah. Um, yeah, this one is probably one of the ones that I'll be looking at. Euro USD is the one that I'm particularly most interested in, and also GBP JPY. I'm really interested in both of these two markets. Getting into another trade regardless of instrument when you have lost. Yes, I feel just getting back into it. It's not going to hold me back. Mm, nothing is holding me back ever when I'm trading. Except if you are 100 days in the 100 days period from the presidential inauguration. Because there's a saying in trading, the first 100 days is really, really tough. Um, yeah, after presidential inauguration. But yeah, it's part of it. Trading is really just about a journey that you walk. And if you can manage your emotions during that journey and also risk management, then trading will be a breeze for you. Well, not a breeze, you'll still have a few headaches. It will still give you a few headaches. Um, but yeah, um, it's really fun. It's really, really, really fun. All right. So yeah, GBP, JPY, feeling really interested in Euro USD, USD, also feeling really interested in didn't get a close below the 200 exponential moving average. If we get a close below the 200 exponential moving average, I'll definitely look for a sell. I'm also just not particular too interested in this high, well, the volume. You could see the buying volume just standing out. So I need to see a bit of a big, massive red candle because we've been quite bullish since what, this morning, 10 o'clock, on the volume. So I want to see a bit of red volume picking up, selling pressure building up. And then this could be perhaps a beautiful capitulation trade. Remember, capitulation is literally when exhaustion takes place, when there's so a lot of buyers in search for new sellers, and then the buyers just they get exhausted and they can't push price higher. So the sellers are getting interested in that price level then. So that's basically what capitulation means. Um, and then yeah, USD CAD going sideways, literally 0.01% over the day. I haven't been trading USD CAD for quite a while since Trump and Trudeau's, well, the Canadian Prime Minister's, well, talks, and I know it's been quite volatile. We have a nice, decent little range that we are forming, but I'm just not too interested in anything. I don't want to participate in any of this. So yeah, and then USD JPY also saw a beautiful, beautiful reaction from this low volume area that we also looked at. If we also go on the 30-minute time frame, it's also at the top of a range. You could see we had a bit of a range, and we closed below the 200 exponential moving average. If we can get a nice close again below the 200 exponential moving average, I'll also consider a sell on USD JPY. So there could possibly be a few things to look at. The only thing for me with the USD pairs is we have a Fed Chair Powell speech coming up at 5 within the next 45 minutes. And that could lead to obviously poor execution of trades. So yeah, I'm not too keen on any of this. Um, yeah, this US dollar trades before Powell speeches. Yeah, it's tough because this is just an A plus setup. It's literally in front of our eyes. Perhaps if you look at a trade on here, you look at something like this, a very particular, oh my days, can this thing just go away? There we go. If you look at something like this for your first take profit, a really small take profit one, and then just be extremely aggressive with your stop loss, I'll consider this. But okay, cool. It's been quite a boring London session. Um, so yeah, nothing too much to cover. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. And again, we are posting these sessions on YouTube. So please be sure to go and subscribe on our YouTube session, our YouTube channel. Just quickly hold on for So yeah, be sure to go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also go and like our Facebook page. Sorry, just hold on for me, please. Okay. It looks like it's not going to be too good for the US dollar. So I'm even more interested in this trade now on USD JPY. Um, but yeah, I'll monitor this closely. I think I am going to be patient and set this one out just because of anything that can happen. And it feels a bit too reckless because everything can point into our direction that we wanted to see. But I just don't want to be reckless to trade before this event taking place. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join this session. It is much appreciated as always. And yeah, remember to go like and subscribe to our Facebook page and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also follow us on Instagram. All right, cheers everyone. Enjoy the rest of your lovely Tuesday afternoon. And yes, I'll see you tomorrow morning for our London pre-market analysis session. And also, we do have a live CPI analysis event tomorrow. So that's going to be fun, but I will send out more information tomorrow. All right, cheers everyone. Enjoy your afternoon.